Do we have a scorekeeper, Dan?
I believe Rochelle is supposed to be on today, so
Rochelle's
probably right at the top of the hour.
And we've got 5 players, which means we're 1 or 2 or 3 short.
Now the pathologists are all here.
4 pathologists with you as the captain, right, Mike?
I shall captain today.
Yeah,
it's going to be teacher on teacher crime today.
Why is that?
Well, look, there's a lot of Kaplan faculty on the other squad, either current or recent.
Oh, well, then they have quite a bit at stake, I would say, honor-wise. Oh. I just love all these matches. I just think they're so much fun. You're going to like this one today, Dan.
I look forward to it.
Yeah, you're going to like it.
I was promised that today would be the All-Canadian Day.
All-Canadian Day. Well,
then I'd have to.
Isn't that every Jeopardy?
You were misinformed. Yes, in a way it is, because Alex is always flaunting his Canadian-ness. Hi, Dom. Did you get a chance to read my essays? They're good, right?
I have not had a chance to read through them yet.
Oh, I had so much fun writing them. And
I'm glad.
And the paragraphs explaining why they're good or bad. Very fun project. I knew it would be when I finally got it in gear.
Cool.
Howdy, Dom. Long time no see.
Hey, Mike. How's it been?
Been all right, thank you.
So we have 6 players, 2 from wrong answer, 4 from wrong answer pathologies. Is that right, Mike?
Yes, sir.
And 2 from knowledge admissions. But art and commerce. No, art and who?
Dom.
Yeah.
Dom. Okay, are on knowledge admissions. So we are waiting for at least a third. And Ethan, I think, is your captain, is he not? Not nominally?
He is the captain, yes.
Yes. And a right good captain, too. There he is. At least there's his rectangle.
Hey, Liz.
Hi, Ethan. Hi, Liz. Oh, we've got everybody? Or is Liz the scorekeeper? No, Liz is on a team.
Yeah.
Yeah, Liz is on my team.
Oh, all right. Very good. And we just need a scorekeeper to set up our board and our game code, and we'll be all set. Dan, can you give her or somebody a ping?
Sure.
Since we have 8 players with Rachel in the Ann B. Davis spot. And if we just did a little switcheroo, we could have Liz, Rachel, and Rebecca as a women's tic-tac-toe. The Hollywood Square, the Kaplan Squares. Rachel, now you would have to be Paul Lind. Okay. So, everybody having a nice week? Is anybody yet immersed in Ingmar Bergman movies to celebrate his centennial, which occurs this Saturday? It's a good year to dive into Bergman. They've restored like all of his films, and they're all out there ready to be viewed. And he, as many times as his career fizzled out, he came back strong again. Amazing. I just watched 1 hour a day for 6 days, the TV version of Scenes from a Marriage. Oh, boy, it is just chilling. The original under 3 hour movie was fine, but the full 5 hours over 6 nights, ooh, really good. Really good.
You need a break after that, Bob.
I did take a break, but now tonight is Smiles of a Summer Night, which I see Little Night Music all the time, but it's been a long time since I saw the original. He's pretty great.
Is this running on like TCM or something?
Oh, I don't know if TCM is doing anything, but Filmstruck, which is TCM and Criterion. Criterion has all of the Bergmans with one exception, which I can see on YouTube. And they have really nice print and a lot of extras as well. There's a nice 15-minute documentary by Peter Cowie on the differences between the movie Scenes from a Marriage and the TV version. That was very illuminating.
Yeah, I really like the Filmstruck content.
Oh God, it's the greatest streaming ever.
I've often I don't know if maybe it was just like more annoying on a DVD. Like I never ever watch like DVD commentary, but I always find myself as I'm like surfing through the Filmstruck channel, just clicking on things just because they're in front of you. It's like a different like surfing experience than having a DVD in the DVD menu on the screen.
Well, I wouldn't recommend buying it, but I was sent a copy, and Roger Ebert's commentary on Beyond the Valley of the Dolls, which he wrote, is well worth listening to. In fact, listening to him is a lot better than listening to the soundtrack of the movie. There are some of those commentaries that are awfully good, but I agree. Filmstruck makes it real easy to dip in and out of them, and
I still get stuff. I have a DVD.com. I have a Netflix DVD subscription. I still often get stuff through that, even if it's available on Filmstruck, because I just like the streaming transfer, like getting something on Blu-ray, like the lushness of a Blu-ray disc versus what you're seeing on a stream is stark. So I often like watching things even though they're available, but.
Oh, I totally agree. I think I'm going to buy 2001: A Space Odyssey for like the 5th time. I think I got it on VHS.
We buy every restoration.
Laserdisc, DVD, Blu-ray, and now it's coming out in 4K for the 50th anniversary. And it's like one of my favorite movies. So I feel like, I got to see it as brilliantly as possible. Dan, how are we doing on the scorekeeper, Mr. Mann?
I don't have anything as of yet. I'll update you guys once I hear back from Rochelle.
Okay.
So Art is clearly our film history guy for any film trivia categories that may come in.
I heard a ping, a glockamora ping. And another. Oh, excuse me. Hi, thank you. All's well. It's just a package. Good girl, Lila. Good watchdog. She barks when FedEx comes, and then she's his best friend. Any movement, Dan?
Not yet.
Any way you could jump in and get us started? It's already 12:07.
Working on it.
Thank you.
Bob, they're giving the film forum a complete renovation. Did you know
Are
that?
they?
Yeah.
Oh boy, the film forum was great. It was especially great when the Kaplan office was down there, because you could play hooky or just leave work and just go to one of those. Oh, I used to love the film forum.
Call that the Don Draper.
Right, and they're renovating. Eh? Well, good for them. I'm glad we're not losing it. It was bad to lose that Lincoln Plaza Cinema.
Yeah.
Oh. Game code 6, everybody.
Game code 6.
As usual, Dan is our hero. My hero.
You.
Absolutely. Oh, and I forgot. I did make the list of the Kaplan crowdsourcing, but I didn't pull up the document. I'm glad I have done that now. You know, it was really great where he said, yeah, let's have employees send in their questions and we'll just do fine. That takes more time going through them, making sure that they're correct, making sure that you have a mix of topics. We deserve a lot of credit, Dan.
I'll take it where I can get it.
Yeah, me too.
Quick round of buzzer checks. Let's start Ethan. Well, Dom. There you go. Ethan. Art. Liz. Mike. Stuart. Rebecca. And Rachel. All right.
Okay, a very exciting match is anticipated with two very strong teams. Wrong answer, Pathologies. Mike is the captain. Captain is not the captain. We're all the captain. And Knowledge Admissions, Ethan is the captain. Wave from Ethan. The only reminder that I've been giving the teams, because you're all very experienced, you know you can buzz in whenever you think you know the answer. You know there's no consultation except during a steal. The one thing I've been asking all the captains is to please, when there's a steal, we love it when you keep your voices open and let us hear your thinking, but please have the captain say final answer and tell us what your selection is, or pass final answer, whatever it is. Okay, teams? Very exciting. Here we go with 1 point. The category is where am I? Where am I? And on the show, you would have some footage of where they are, but trust me, that was only window dressing. You absolutely did not need the visuals to attack these clues. I checked. Here we go for 1 point. Where am I? I'm on the University of Wisconsin campus in this city. Mike?
Madison.
Madison is right. They went on to say it opened in 1849 with 17 students and now has more than 40,000. Now that's a growth mindset. First blood for the red team. Where am I for 2? I'm at this 600-acre site replete with white headstones that was home to Robert E. Lee until, Mike?
Arlington National Cemetery.
That is right, until the start of the Civil War. And Mike is out of this category. The other 3 wrong answer pathologies are going to have to pick up the slack. Here we go for 3 points. Where am I? I'm in one of the longest buildings in the world at SLAC, the Linear Accelerator Center of this California university. Rachel.
Stanford.
Rachel picks up the slack for Mike. That's 3 points for the red team. Stanford University's Linear Accelerator Center. That was a pretty good ad lib, if I do say so. Here we go for 4 points. Where am I? I'm at this famous neoclassical home, which in 1987 was named to the World Heritage Sites list, along with the nearby University of Virginia. Rachel?
Monticello.
Monticello is right. And now you are out of this category. Rebecca and Stuart will try to run the category. The blue team will try to get in. Here's our final clue in Where Am I? I'm here on San Diego Bay at the naval amphibious base that bears the name of this Spanish explorer, who's Ethan?
Coronado.
Coronado is right, and the blue team manages to stop the stampede in Where Am I? Very good teams. Here we go with our next category, Spanish phrase book. Spanish phrase book. For 1 point, everybody's eligible. Helpful phrases. llame a la policía, call the police, or llame a los bomberos, call these emergency workers. Rebecca?
Firefighters.
Firefighters is right for 1 point. Spanish phrasebook for 2. Shortly after, ¿Dónde está el baño? You might have to ask, ¿Tienes más papel higiénico? Ethan?
Toilet paper?
You have more of this. Toilet paper is correct for 2. Higiénico. Okay. Spanish phrasebook for 3. Tengo mucha hambre means I'm hungry. Por favor, deme spaghetti y albóndigas requests Art.
Spaghetti and meatballs.
That's the dish. Spaghetti y albóndigas. Spaghetti and meatballs. That's 3 points. For 4 points, everybody mute. Rebecca, you have to mute. Thank you. For 4 points, Spanish phrasebook. In una iglesia, you might hear, bendíceme padre, porque he pecado. This confessional phrase. Rachel?
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
Forgive me or bless me, Father. We accept either one. That is correct for 4 points. Forgive me was accepted on the show. Finally, for 5 points in Spanish phrasebook. Shopping vocabulary es muy importante. ¿Cuánto cuesta esta cadena de oro? How much does this cost? Ethan?
The dog in the window?
No. Break for the red team. I'll repeat. El cuestión. Shopping vocabulary es muy importante. ¿Cuánto cuesta esta cadena de oro? How much does this cost? ¿Cuánto cuesta?
De oro is gold, right?
Yeah, well, that would be the money. Yeah, I don't know. My Spanish is limited to my daughter's first name.
I'm waiting for the French phrase book.
Y'all got any idea?
Baba, can you say it one more time?
I can. ¿Cuánto cuesta esta cadena de oro?
It's something of gold.
Yeah,
Gold is my only contribution to this.
Yeah.
Okay, I need an answer or a pass.
We're gonna respectfully pass. Final answer.
Okay, and do you know on the show it was a triple stomper, and I checked that pronunciation too. A triple stomper. It is a gold chain. Cadena de oro is a gold chain.
Fair enough.
And believe me, I spent a lot of time checking all those pronunciations. If any of you are Spanish speakers or know any, I hope I didn't bollocks it up too much. I tried real hard. Okay, next we go to hodgepodge. Hodgepodge, a little bit of everything. Everybody muted, please. Rachel, mute. Okay, good. Here we go for 1 point. It makes the man and makes the pot boil. Love of it is also the root of all evil. Mike?
Money.
Money makes the man. Money is the root of all evil. 1 point for the red team. Hodgepodge for 2. A shiromaku is a simple white one of these robes worn by a Japanese art.
Kimono.
Japanese bride at her wedding. Kimono is correct for 2 points for the blue team. Hodgepodge for 3. The 5th generation of this iPod included a built-in video camera, FM radio, and pedometer. The 5th generation of this iPod included a built-in video camera, FM radio, and pedometer. 5 seconds. Rebecca, just in time.
The iWatch.
Incorrect. To break for the blue team, I'll repeat it. The 5th generation of this iPod included a built-in video camera, FM radio, and pedometer.
I only thought was iPod Touch. Wasn't that the last one they made? It seems like that would be the only one that advanced.
Oh.
There are fifth editions of Nano, of Classic, of like there are fifth editions of Shuffle too. So I would be really careful.
Yeah, I think we pass.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like the iPod Touch is basically an iPhone without the phone radio, so it would be the only one that would have all that fancy stuff.
I would recommend passing here.
Yes.
We're gonna pass. Final answer.
Okay, Ethan, if you had a bayonet at your back, which one would you have guessed?
I would have guessed iPod Touch.
Well, they did on the show, and that was wrong. It was actually a triple stomper, because the correct question, what is the iPod Nano? The iPod Nano. I heard Nano. It was like on Family Feud. Somebody said Nano. Okay, here we go. Hodgepodge for 4. A specialty of New Orleans, a muffaletta is one of these. Ethan?
A sandwich.
Yes, it is, for 4 points. And finally, for Hodgepodge for 5, in Judaism, it's a scroll with verses from Deuteronomy inserted in a small case and attached to a doorpost. Stuart?
Mezuzah?
Mezuzah is right for 5 points, and the red team keeps the blue team from surging into the lead, but there's a lot more coming up. Halfway through the first round, we have wrong answer pathologies 18, knowledge admissions 11, essentially a tie. We go on to military nicknames for 1 point. The little corporal of the, Mike?
Napoleon Bonaparte.
Of the 19th century was Napoleon Bonaparte. That is correct for 1 point. Military nicknames for 2. Storm and Norman of the 1990s. Mike?
Norman Schwarzkopf.
Norman Schwarzkopf is correct for 2 points, and you're out of this category. Military nicknames for 3. The high-flying Red Baron of World War I. Ethan?
Manfred von Richthofen.
Say?
Manfred von Richthofen.
Richthofen is correct for 3 points. And it got you were a little garbled there, so I had to hear it again. 4 points. Mr. Unconditional Surrender of the Civil War. Art?
Grant?
I grant you that's correct for 4 points. And finally, 5 points. Military nicknames. The Desert Fox of Africa. Ethan?
Rommel.
Erwin Rommel is correct, played so memorably by James Mason. And with that, the blue team for the first time is in the lead, 23-21. Next category, the main vegetable, and that's MAIN, okay? The main vegetable. You'll get the idea. For 1 point, coleslaw. Rebecca?
Cabbage.
That's right, for 1 point. The main vegetable for 2, hominy grits. Rebecca?
Corn.
Corn is right, and you were out of the rest of this category. Main vegetable for 3, moussaka. Rachel?
Eggplant.
That is right for 3 points. Main vegetable for 4, gratin dauphinois. Dom?
Potatoes.
Potatoes is right for 4 points, tying up the score. Finally, for 5 points, the main vegetable, chana masala. Chana, Dom?
Chickpeas.
Chickpeas is right. Chana masala is chickpeas. Very good. Okay, final category in the first round. I love this category. You may not care for it, but I do. The category, say that 3 times fast. Say that 3 times fast for 1 point. From Seinfeld, Marcy comes over and she tells me her ex-boyfriend, Mike?
Yada, yada, yada.
That is correct. Her ex-boyfriend was over last night and yada, yada, yada. I'm really tired today. That's correct. Very good, Mike, for 1 point. Say that 3 times fast for 2. This NSYNC song hit the top 5 in 2000. Art?
Bye, bye, bye.
Bye, bye, bye. See ya. That's correct for 2 points. Say that 3 times fast for 3. In an Art Carney TV catchphrase, it precedes voom. Liz? Liz?
Shoot. Yeah. Ba ba.
Okay, I had to hear that third one.
Yep.
Ba 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 boom is right for 3 points. Okay, almost gotcha, but you got it in time. Very good. For 4 points. In 1983, Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson spent 6 weeks. Rachel?
Say.
Would you love to know how that clue ended? They spent 6 weeks in a spot. No, they spent 6 weeks at number 1 with Say. That is correct for 4 points. Finally, for 5 points, the last clue in the first round. Give the first name of this Catch-22 officer. If you add his rank, Ethan?
Major.
That's right. And he is a major. That would be 4 times fast. And at the end of the first round, but just a preliminary end, because we have our middle round, our middle category, 42 for the blue team, 32 for the red. Everything can change with these 5 Kaplan submitted questions, 3 points apiece. Good luck, teams. For 3 points, since 1979, this musical duo has featured one man shaking his groove thing with 7 different females over the years. Since 1979, this musical duo has featured one man shaking his groove thing with 7 different females over the years. 5 seconds. Time. Dan, do you remember? Shake your groove.
Peaches and Herb.
Groove thing. Yeah. Say again.
Peaches and Herb.
Peaches and Herb is right. I did not know that. One day, perhaps all 7 peaches will be reunited, which we also could have put into the clue. Peaches and Herb. Very good. Okay. Here we go for 3 points. Carl Urban played Eomer, a future king of this country in the Lord of the Rings films. Ethan.
Rohan.
Rohan is right for 3 points. For 3 points, the Elks began celebrating this very patriotic June holiday in 1907. Dom?
Flag Day.
Flag Day is right for 3 points. For 3 points. This city in Ohio is considered home to Alcoholics Anonymous and makes a lot of tires. Mike?
Akron.
Akron is correct for 3 more points. And finally, 3 points. This Olympic sport includes an event known as the Madison, named for the original Madison Square Garden. This Olympic sport includes an event known as the Madison, named for the original Madison Square Garden. 5 seconds. Time. Dan, you know? What big event was always held in Madison Square Garden in the old days?
Boxing?
Nope.
No idea.
No. 6-day bicycle races. It is track cycling. Track cycling has the Madison. And you may wonder why I didn't credit all those questions. They were all submitted by Bill Keevan, who submitted so many questions over the weeks and had so many goodies that I didn't want to lose any of those. So a tip of the hat to Bill. All 5 of those came from him. They are really excellent, especially the Peaches and Herb. I never knew that one. That was really cool. Okay. At the end of the real end of the first round, we're not going to have a tie. We have the blue team, knowledge admissions at 48, wrong answer pathologies at 35. But the scores can really change. We have doubled all the points. Good luck to the teams. The first category for 2 points, remember the 2000s. Remember the 2000s for 2 points. November 25th, 2002. This new cabinet department was created so we could all feel safe. Dom?
Department of Homeland Security.
That is right for 2 points. Homeland Security. Remember the 2000s for 2. January 1st, 2002. Adieu, Franck. Bonjour, this. Dom?
Euro.
The euro is correct for 4 points. For 6 points, March 23rd, 2001. It said Das Vidania and plunged hundreds of miles into the Pacific. March 23rd, Ethan?
Mir.
Mir, the space station Mir is correct. And you are out of this category for the last 2 clues.
That's my first one this round.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah, I did the first 2. I'm out.
Oh, Dom, I'm very sorry. I thought it was Ethan 1, Dom 1, but I realize I'm a mistake now. Okay, you're still in it, Ethan. Dom is out for this category. Remember the 2000s for 4-8. September 15th, 2009. Say it ain't so, bro. This over-leveraged investment bank went underwater. Art?
Lehman Brothers.
Lehman Brothers is right for 8 points. Big moves there for the blue team, but the red team could come in for the final clue for 10 points. May 1st of this year, a controversial photo was taken of President Bush on the USS Abraham Lincoln under the banner, Mission Accomplished. Art?
This is a gamble. 2003?
Good gamble. The team runs the category. 2003 was the Mission Accomplished banner. Very well done. Okay, a lot of ground for the red team to make up, but a lot of points available. Maybe it'll be on this category. NFL team mascots. NFL team mascots for 2 points. A Minuteman named Pat. Mike?
New England Patriots.
Go Patriots. 2 points is correct. NFL team mascots for 4. Formerly, Edgar, Allan, and Poe. Now just Poe. Dom?
The Baltimore Ravens.
The Ravens is correct for 4 points. NFL mascots for 6. Gumbo the dog. Gumbo the dog. Mike?
New Orleans Saints.
That's right for 4 points. You're out of the category. Mascots for 8.
Bob, that was 6 points, right?
6. That was right. It was 6. Now, mascots for 8. Sourdough Sam. Sourdough. Dom?
San Francisco 49ers.
Very good. The name's synonymous with sourdough bread. That's right. And now for 10 points. Miles the horse. Miles the horse. Rebecca?
Denver Broncos.
That is right for 10 points. Very nicely done.
I answered a football question for 10 points.
Beautiful.
That was a horse question, Rebecca.
That might have been your first one, which leads us to our next category, like a virgin. Like a virgin for 2 points. In ancient Rome, the 6 priestesses who tended the goddess of the hearth, Dom?
The Vestal Virgins.
They were collectively known as the Vestal Virgins. That is right for 2 points. Like a virgin for 4. The virgin this is the traditional Christian doctrine that Jesus Christ, Liz?
Birth.
Virgin birth, that Christ had no natural father. That's correct. Like a virgin for 6. 2 of these, dedicated to Virgin St. Agnes of Rome, are blessed each year, and their wool is used to make sacred garments. Art?
Lambs.
Lambs is correct for 6 points. Like a virgin for 8. Oh, sorry, that was, oh, yes, that was for 8. I'm sorry, that was 8. Right. Here's the one for 10.
Hold on one second, Bob. I need to.
No, I'm wrong. That was 6. I beg your pardon. The word virgin is in all these clues, and they all look alike if you scroll. That one was 6. Here comes the 8. The Virgin Lucy, whose name comes from the Latin for light, is the patron saint of those afflicted with this. Mike?
Blindness.
Blindness is right for 8 points. Finally, for 10. The Pope declared the Virgin of this Mexican place to be patroness of the Americas. Mike?
Guadalupe.
Guadalupe is correct for 10 more points. Okay, red team catching up, and you've got the clues to do it. The next clue is, the next category is cameras. Cameras. Cameras for 2 points. These two verbs go together to describe cameras that don't make you fiddle with focus. These two verbs are
point and shoot.
Point and shoot is right for 2 points. Cameras for 4. A small type of camera that may be dashboard mounted is named for this makeup item. Rebecca.
Lipstick.
Lipstick is correct for 4 points. Red team battling back for 6. A UV type of this accessory improves contrast, reduces haze, and protects, Ethan?
A flash.
Incorrect. Break for the red team. I'll repeat the clue. A UV type of this accessory improves contrast, reduces haze, and protects the lens.
I want to say filter, gang.
Filter. Yep.
Bob, we're going with filter. Final answer.
Filter is right, and that's a big 12-point swing. Okay, 98 to 81 the score. Very exciting. Cameras for 8. Using an iPhone app, you can shake the phone to make your picture come out faster, like pictures taken with this, Mike?
Polaroid.
Polaroid. This company's cameras is right for 8 points. Finally, for 10 points, red team could take the lead if they get it. Blue team wants to stop them. For 10 points in cameras. Use a tripod to prevent camera shake if this speed is slow, meaning, Art?
Shutter speed.
Meaning a long exposure. That's right, shutter speed. And the blue team maintains its lead for the final 2 categories. 108 to 89, still anybody's match. Our next category, shades of Zane Grey. Shades of Zane Grey for 2 points. Appropriately, Zane Grey was born in Zanesville, in this state in 1872. Mike?
Ohio.
Ohio is the state for 2 points. Shades of Zane Grey for 4. Zane Grey's first book, Betty Zane, was a fictionalized account of his ancestors fighting the British during this war. Zane Grey's, Mike?
The Revolutionary War.
That's right. And it was another triple stumper on the show. So that's very good. 4 points. But you're out of this category. Shades of Zane Grey for 6. Like the Old West's Doc Holliday, Zane Grey was a practicing one of these, Ethan?
A dentist.
He was a dentist in New York City before becoming a novelist. That's right. The blue team extends a little bit. Zane Grey for 8. An active outdoorsman, Zane Grey wrote several nonfiction works on this activity, including Off Tahiti. An active outdoorsman, Zane Grey wrote several nonfiction works on this activity, including Off Tahiti. 5 seconds. Art.
Fishing?
Fishing is right for 8 points. It sounded like a guess. It was a very good one. Fishing is correct. Finally, Shades of Zane Grey for 10. Selling over 13 million books in his lifetime, Zane Grey is best remembered for this colorful 1912 Western. Selling over 13 million books in his lifetime, Zane Grey is best remembered for this colorful 1912 Western. 5 seconds. Time. It was a triple stumper on the show, too. Dan, do you know it?
Red Sky at Night, Cowboy's Delight.
No.
Is it something about Purple Sage?
Say what?
Something about Purple Sage?
The Riders of the Purple Sage is correct. Riders of the Purple Sage. Okay, no points there. We are at 122 to 95. We have 1 category left. And as so often, it's one of those in quotes categories. The category is pots and pans. The letters P-O-T and the letters P-A-N are in quotes. So one of those, possibly both, but one of those will appear in every response. Pots and pans, P-O-T, P-A-N. Here we go. Good luck, teams. It's been a great match. Pots and pans for 2 points. Guymon, Guymon, is the largest city in this narrow region of Oklahoma. Art.
The Panhandle.
That's the pan. Panhandle is correct for 2 points. Pots and pans for 4. Isolated by Sir Humphrey Davy, this second lightest metal could make you go bananas. Dom?
Potassium.
Potassium. That's right. Bananas have potassium for 4. Correct. Pots and pans for 6. This Olympic-like sports event for Western Hemisphere countries was first held in Argentina in 1951. Rebecca.
Pan American Games.
The Pan American Games is right for 6 points. Pots and pans for 8. A company called Rival trademarked this slow cooker in 1971. Rachel.
Crockpot.
Crockpot is right for 8 points. And finally, for 10 points in pots and pans, he is Candide's optimistic mentor. Ethan.
Pangloss.
Dr. Pangloss is right. And in a very well-played match, which I hope wasn't damaged by my Spanish pronunciations, the blue team, Knowledge Admissions, triumphs 138 to 109, but it was close all the way. You both
Nicely done, Knowledge Admissions.
Huh?
Everybody.
Very nicely played.
Very well played.
Very good game.
Truly. Good luck to Knowledge.